Hello everyone and welcome to another base tours with Indeed. Oh my. Yes, we're going to be doing another base tour today. And today's base tour is going to be a special one. Yes, for today's base tour is going to be of Night and Mine's base. Yes, you've seen my base here that has now been turned into, partially deconstructed and turned into a tree farm, and yes, now I have the sugarcane farm going. So now it is time to go and see what Knight and I have done together. Yes. So you can see it off into the distance. Let's go and get this explanation of what we did going. So we still have the original bases. Knight's base is still somewhere way over there, and my base is here. We're still doing the sheep farming here. Mickey's nose is so huge. And the tree farm, which I still gotta fix that. And the sugarcane farm over there, which is good, but we started building over here. And I'm sure a lot of you have been curious of what this structure is over here. So, I'm gonna give you 3 guesses on why there's so many flowers, and the first 2 don't count. So what we've done here is this temple top area here is a design of Knight of Tempest. He wants to get a sort of temple built where he wants to do the blood magic stuff around it. So if you kind of take a look, it fits because the chunk loader's in the middle, so it's kind of in all the chunks of this. He built it out a bit, so he's still got room to spare on all the sides around here that he can build in. And that's kind of what he's going to do. He's going to build a blood magic thing in and around here and kind of work it off of that. He's starting to dabble in blood magic, so we'll leave it at that. As you can see, it's kind of partially completed. Not 100% done yet, but it is a work in progress. So then, remember this entire base is still a work in progress, and there's a lot more to come for it. So I think we should just kind of get in and take a look at what we have. Elevator system, works our way down. Finally, we make it to the first level. So, the complex is an underground facility that we're working on. We're kind of basing it on the idea of the hive from Resident Evil. So the white areas upstairs that you see here with the walls are going to be based on, one second, based on the, there we go. Based on the labs, sorry, I was trying to turn the music down. Based on the labs for where all the stuff gets done, and then near black abyssal stone down there is going to be kind of your tech mechanical areas. As you can see, the Ender Lily farm going down there. Lots of Ender Lilies. Yes. So up here, as you can see, it's still under construction. There's still some terraforming to be done and walls to be built. Empty room here. And empty area there. So this is what we kind of have going here. So ME terminals up here so that we can see what's going on. That's the main ME system here. That connects to the main ME system here for the whole facility. This ME system over here is specifically for bees. My next episode that I'm going to do tonight, hopefully going to get it done, we are going to actually do a little bee tutorial, and I'm going to walk through some of the stuff I've been doing here with Gendustry. I pulled over a lot of Knight's bees. He's got a lot of the process pretty much done. A lot of the higher end bees are completed, but I am still going to go through the process myself, and we'll do some Gendustry as a side video. It'll actually be episode 14 of My Life and Times with Indeed, so make sure you keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, self-promo! Couple of carpenters here for doing up the dirty when the combs come through. All the Gendustry machines you need, as you can see, some of them are doubled up. That's because I had made some and Knight made some and got them set up. So all the single ones were the ones that Knight hadn't touched on yet. So it's really neat little setup. This room over here, this one I think we're going to do the hostile bees, the ones that catch you on fire and stuff. Or we might do something else. Right now we just have a spawner in there for effect. It's nothing big. This is another room that I'll explain later. But as you can see, there's a lot going on in here. So I'll leave the explanation of that for the next episode of Life and Times with Indeed. Oh my. So let's go down to the next floor. Again, a lot of work in progress going on here. That's our spy. Not our spy. I joke. He knows I'm a kidder, don't you, Piggy? Yeah, that's right, buddy. You oink away. He's actually security. He watches the place for us. He just stands vigilant and watches and gets his way through. You know, make sure no one comes in and takes anything. So down on this level, there's really nothing, as you can see. It still needs to be filled out. 1 second. Sorry about that. Phone call from the wife upstairs. She's saying that I'm a little loud and to keep it down a bit. You know how it is. She'll get over it. Ha ha ha. Okay, so yeah, so this floor here has not been completed at all. Still a lot of work here. There's probably going to be another lab floor. As you can see here, hover mode on. This is the ME system for the B area. You know, not much back here mechanics-wise. Ender chest, you know, lets you get in. Oh, there it goes. Ender chest, allows me to import stuff in for the bees and whatnot. So it's a nice little system. Keep it red. That's how I get the panels to turn red. Energy injector. Over here, I don't think we're going to be able to get up inside of it. Maybe. Let's see. No. See, I can't. Okay, we're kind of up in here. So just a cable runs in here. We got 3 capacitor banks up in here for 15 million RF. This is what powers the entire B area. So this 15 million powers it. This room is nothing more than just a capacitor bank and the connecting cables that run all the way down to the basement, as you can see. So nothing too fancy there. Let's go back down, over. Come on. There we go. Hover mode off, and let's put that block back in there. Done. We need a little bit of a charge here. Yoink. So my base has got a little bit of lag to it, as you can see by the counter going up here. It's the bees. They do that, but I like bees, so I live with a little bit of lag and latency there. There we go. That should be fine. Good 3 million should do it. Oops. Sorry for that. Okay. So, where were we? We were going back down. Magnum torch. Make sure no baddies spawn. That's all. So let's pop down a level. Again, still work in progress, but there is one thing here. One floor. This is where the ender lilies grow. This is a 9x9 area, completely filled with, or almost completely filled with ender lilies. They're getting there. And this is the whole ore berry setup. Stole the idea of the auto packager right here from Atheon. Thank you very much, bud. Appreciate it. Thank you for the idea. So auto packager, everything's going here. So the system it's got itself powered. So we got the ironberry bushes. You can't really see here. Tin, gold, copper, and aluminum, and then the pearls. And that all keeps everything powered down here, see? So it brings everything into the chest, that goes into the alloy furnace, then the nuggets come in here. When there is 9 of them, they come through here, they go to the ender chest gets imported into the ME system. So that's how that one works. All going in that manner. See, same thing over here. Ender chest imports everything from the harvester here. So the ender pearls all go into the system. Let's go back out and go down 1 more floor. Okay, so down here, again, another partially completed floor. Unfortunately, there's still a lot of work. We still have to figure out what we're going to do with all this area. Might make separate rooms for different types of mods and stuff as well that we're going to use. Maybe some blood magic, maybe a little Thaumcraft, we'll think of it. maybe make some corridors and stuff in the middle levels. Like maybe over here will just be a bunch of little rooms with beds into it, like sleeping quarters for the people that would have worked here in the hive. So this is the majority of the power production in this facility. So what we have here is, this is creosote oil for the railcraft for our big rail project we're doing. So this will maintain all of the rail production. All that gets pumped over into a carpenter, which has the pattern for rail ties on here, and it just tell it what to do and it'll make it, which is kind of nice. We have a little system up here for exporting coal into the system. I've turned it off for now because it literally ate, as you can see, ate up all of the coal. Like literally every bit of coal we had. Then over here, this here actually is mainly for, and it's still all connected, but this cable here could technically be removed at this point. But this magmatic here, or not magmatic, yeah, these magmatics here, basically their job is to keep this energy cell powered, and this energy cell power is mainly used for maintaining the ore system upstairs. The lava is also used in the igneous extruder to produce the obsidian that we use. If we take a quick look in the ME system here, you can see that it's been running for 2 days and they've got 18,000 obsidian. The tree farm's got us at almost 2 million charcoal. We got a bunch of spruce wood in here, a whole bunch of stuff. See, the sugarcane farm has actually been running for less than a day and it's already at 16,000. So Enderley farm is going good. A bit of supplies in here, so it runs quite nicely. Graphite bars, big reactor. That means that charcoal is somehow getting into the system, producing graphite. Not sure. I'll have to figure out where that loop is. So magmatics, as you can see, they're all, I could try to keep all of these types of diamonos, I know I say that wrong, it's terrible, all being controlled by power monitors to maintain that I don't eat up too much of my resources in case, but I mean, this is a lot of lava and it's still going. Over here is our oil. Atheon, you do not see this tank. Shh, shh, no, you don't see it. So what it does is it pumps the oil into the refineries here. The refineries refine it, obviously pump it into the big fuel tank, and then that powers this array of compression dynamos. This array here is also controlled by power monitor and also is responsible for charging up another hardened energy cell over here. That was a backup energy cell, which was first used to power all the stuff over there, but now that energy cell's there, so I have a 4 million RF buffer here that will maintain power for those devices. Also, this has another output that comes off of it that runs into the wall and goes down to the level below. The power meter keeps these things from turning on when they're not needed. They'll wait till the main capacitor bank downstairs gets down to 25% before these all turn on. Also, I just took another set of 4 here that are used to power the refineries when they're in use. That's why there's also another hardened energy cell here. As you can see, its energy is getting low too. It's down to 31,000. But it should... What did I just do? Oops. Not extract, insert. Actually, just go back to in and out. There. So, these should come on shortly. I don't want that going in. Okay, he's empty. Did I turn on engine control? I did. They should be coming on soon. I'm not sure why it hasn't come on yet, but it should be. That's definitely below 25%. Yeah, I gotta set the high. Yeah, it should be. I'll fix that later. a lot of reservoirs around here. But regardless, that's a very small, bump in the whole power setup that we have going on here. So, now for the room that I've put a lot of design into. Oops. There we go. And it is my favorite room of all, and this is where I spend a great deal of my time, is here. The ME room. Welcome to my data center. Yes, as you can see, I'm an IT guy, and these are my server racks. All these channels, these dense cables, are all filled fully with ME interfaces and molecular assemblers. There is 5 rows with 32 channels used altogether. There's 4 sets. We have 128 ME interfaces for use here to power and maintain, to do all the auto crafting that this environment uses. It's magnificent. It looks amazing in my opinion. I love it. We have a few drive arrays, mostly 16s, a couple 64s. We have 3 crafting pillars, chargers, and machines here. A small tip with these machines: if you actually go into the configuration, and this is a tip from Sarusa, thank you very much Sarusa, if you put it push and pull on the back and put an ME interface there, you can actually you can use one channel to do the patterns for these machines. The ME interface will put everything into the blue, and when it goes to export, it will auto eject it into the ME interface. Anything going into the ME interface will immediately get put into the ME system. So these 8 devices are all on one row, 8 channels in total. We have a couple of, induction smelters and a couple rolling machines here, but for some reason we can't get them powered. Seems to be a wee bit of a bug there. Now, the last bit is for the bowels of this floor. Here we go. There's not much to it down here. We have our, in case of no power to ME, add ender pearls, the ender pearl generator with a chest full of ender pearls. Just in case, directly inserts it into the energy acceptor to power the system. We have our dense cables are set up in the back here. It's kind of a mess, but it does allow everything to work. Energy test rack sends the power over to the tree farm area. The inscriber set up here with its speed upgrades popped into those so that they retrieve the items faster. And the main power bank of the entire facility, 20 million RF, and this runs power to everything else in the building and through the test rack. Ender storage here, so this is where we have my storage chest. We have import chest here, an import chest here, and another import chest. Yeah, we have 3 chests for input that come in here, 3 different areas. Everything comes into them. And then we have some deep storage here. So this is our 1,949,000 charcoal in a deep storage. We got 259,000 spruce wood, 50,000 stone, about 64,000 cobblestone, and these 2 have yet to receive a purpose. This is the rolling machines that apparently can't be powered by Stirling engines anymore. And this here is the main power hub that maintains the facility right now. The likelihood that I'll ever run out of power to the point where the system will completely shut down and not come back online is very unlikely. These are 7-8 times furnace generators that are all having charcoal being exported into them. And then on top of that, there's a power monitor here that monitors the system that controls whether or not these steam dynos come on. Now they all have water running into them from down here through the 4 reservoirs that I have down here. Probably a bit overkill for it, but that's how I did it. And also, instead of using ME to import the coal, I used item ducts and have a diamond chest with charcoal into it as an overflow. With this amount of overflow, I have 5.5 stacks worth of charcoal for each one of these engines here. With 20 steam dynos, I have enough power to produce about 1600 RF a tick, which would be enough that worst case scenario should be able to get the ME system on if I don't put anything in there. And once the ME system's on, the ME system will feed these with charcoal, and these 7 produce about 3500 RF a ticks, which is double these. And together they'll produce about, 5100 RF a tick, which will recharge this capacitor, the capacitor upstairs, and the 5 million RF that sits over at the tree farm area in about 15 minutes. It will take to recharge everything up. Other than that, that's really my base. Or not my base, sorry. Knight and mine base. We don't have much going. Like I said, it's definitely a work in progress. There's a bit more work to be done. Actually, I won't say a bit. A lot more work to be done. But we have our little base. It's our little humble abode, and I think we got a neat little idea going, and it's gonna take time to get it done. So, with that being said, I think here we are. I think that's enough to call it an episode. So thank you very much for watching the base tour of Knight and BrenBren26's base, myself. I gave you kind of a brief overview. I'd really like to do another tour of it when we have more done. But as of now, this is all we have done, and I know a lot of people have been curious of what the base is like. So since people have been kind of stopping by and snooping around, I thought I'd just, give a tour and get it out there now. So I'd like to thank you all for watching. Let's get up here. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave your comments, suggestions, any ideas. You might have some thoughts on things we can add to make it look cooler and neater and more evilish, then that'd be awesome. So thank you very much for watching, and have yourselves a great night. Cheers, and enter pouch to you.